Let's begin with the reality SecOps teams confront daily. It's an ongoing high-pressure balancing act. One of them is the risk of false negatives, where policies miss real threats, or false positives, which wrongly block legitimate traffic. Addressing these issues typically involves manually tuning policies, disabling signatures, or adding exceptions for URLs and cookies directly within the code. This manual process is notoriously error-prone. Additionally, a major frustration is the visibility gap. Until now, there hasn't been a GUI-based solution for both air-gapped and connected environments, leaving teams to manage complex security blindly. We simply can't scale efficiently when every change requires manual effort. With NGINX Instance Manager version 2.21, we eliminate this friction by adding true visual control. We are moving away from relying on the text editor and introducing a GUI for WAF policy management and orchestration. This isn't just a wrapper, it's a wizard-based experience that guides you through the policy lifecycle. This offers the exact solution SecOps has been requesting, an easier way to fine-tune policies and make quick, simple adjustments that follow company rules. Importantly, this is an intuitive solution that scales across multiple instances, providing that single pane of glass view that was previously missing. So, how does this look in practice? We've targeted the workflows that slow you down the most. We've introduced 5 GUI flows to address common false positive and false negative scenarios. Now you can easily enable or disable signature sets visually without editing config files. You can also quickly add attack signature exceptions to reduce false positives. Additionally, we offer detailed control over URL, cookie, and parameter protection settings. For users who prefer coding, we've kept that option, featuring an improved text editor for policy creation and editing. This maintains the familiar look and feel, letting you choose the platform based on your needs, not just the feature set. Today, I'm going to show you how NGINX Instance Manager version 2.21 changes the game with a full visual interface for policy management. Let's get started. First, let's look at our infrastructure. I am logged into NGINX Instance Manager. I have my NGINX Plus instance running my e-commerce application, Tech Haven. I want to ensure strict security standards safeguard the application, so I am going to implement a WAF policy, which I have already created. I'm selecting my demo policy, which is currently configured in blocking mode. This setting ensures that any active threats are prevented at the edge. Additionally, I am enabling the security log for monitoring and logging purposes. I'll click Publish to push this configuration to the instance immediately. Now that the policy is active, let's navigate to the store. First, let's verify legitimate traffic works. Let's search for a wireless mouse in the search bar. Great, we can get the image successfully. But now, let's simulate a false positive. Imagine a user types a search query that includes special characters, something that looks suspicious to a standard WAF signature. I'll search for wireless mouse ;ls. And we are blocked. To the WAF, that semicolon looks like a command execution attack. Valid for security, but bad for business if this were a real user query. Notice the support ID on the screen. Until now, this is where the headache would start. I'd have to grep through server logs to match this ID manually, but today, we can solve this visually. I'll jump back into the Instance Manager and go to the Security Events dashboard. I'll simply paste that support ID into the filter. I have the exact log entry instantly. I can see the violation details, and critically, I can see the specific signature ID that triggered this block. It flagged it as a command execution attempt. To fix this, I don't need to modify the JSON code. Instead, I'll go to the Policies menu, open our active policy, then navigate to the Version tab and click the Action tab to edit the policy. I'll go to the Attack Signatures section. Here, I can search for that specific signature we saw in the logs. I select the signature and click Add Exception. This keeps my security posture strict for actual attacks, but allows this specific pattern for my application. Then I will click Save Policy. To publish the updated policy to the instance, I will go back to the instance, which is hosting Tech Haven application, and hit Publish. And NGINX Instance Manager automatically recompiles the policy and pushes it back to my NGINX Plus instance. Let's close the loop. I'm back at the store, and I'll run that exact same search, wireless mouse ;ls. And it works. We turned a blocked user into a happy customer in under a minute, with full visibility and zero complex coding. As we just saw, we transformed a blocked customer experience into a resolved issue in under a minute. By transitioning from error-prone manual edits to this streamlined visual workflow, NGINX Instance Manager does more than just save time. It empowers SecOps to enforce strict security standards with confidence, eliminating the fear of false positives. Thank you for watching the demo.